People who don't want children are selfish. Let's look into that, shall we? Hi everyone, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about children and whether or not we should have them. So lately I've been hearing this everywhere, that people who don't want children are selfish. What about people who do want children? I decided to do a little research, and now I'm gonna be sharing what I found with you. So the first thing I did was research reasons why people don't want to have children. So one of the reasons I found was time. A normal human being needs 8 hours of sleep. They should work about 8 hours per day, and with the time for eating, dressing, doing chores, etc., that leaves very little time to take care of a children. Another reason I found was that without children, people had more time for themselves, like for going out to the movies, to dinner, to do whatever they want. Another one of the reasons that I found was overpopulation. They said that since the world is already overpopulated, why bring another children to the world? A reason that kept popping up was economical reasons. So I'm gonna read this one to you guys. It says, I don't want to have children because I am studying to be a surgeon, and I don't think I could give them the attention they need with such a demanding job. I've heard it before that some people say putting your career first is selfish, but this guy is studying to save lives. How can that be selfish? Another reason that I found was that people were afraid to pass down mental illnesses. Since they had the history of mental illness on their family, or they had mental illnesses themselves, they didn't want to pass it on to their children. So this one, I'm gonna read it to you guys. It says, with kids comes the pressure to make perfect choices. Although people who don't want to have children are often called selfish, our surveys showed they are anything but. If nothing else, our respondents were well aware that the responsibility to be a good parent means consistently putting the children first and making healthy choices for them, and they didn't feel like they were up to the challenge. Okay, so this is another one I want to read to you, and it says, the planet doesn't need more people. Just think about all the resources that are spent for you, from your birth to your death. All the petrol that's been extracted and burned for you, all the trees that are cut for you, all the animals that are bred and killed for you. Think about what you consume every day. Multiply it by 365, this is what you cost the planet every year. Multiply it again by 75. This is what you cost the planet in your whole life. If I don't make a kid, it is a huge gift I make to the planet and to its current and future inhabitants. Another one I want to read. The baby never gave his consent. The baby never gave his consent when the parents decided to make him. Nobody chooses to be born. Choosing for someone else, that sounds like a selfish attitude. Parents make kids because they want to enjoy time with their own offspring. How isn't that selfish? Okay, so next up we're gonna read the reasons why people do have children. So this article is called 5 Reasons to Have Children, and it was written by Tim Lott. The first reason is new social life. By the time you reach the age of thinking about prospective parenthood, which on average is slightly over the hump of 30, you are tiring a lot of your friends. Okay, reason number 2, something to talk about with your partner. As with friends, so with partners. Those first few years giggling in bed and sometimes even having sex there are losing their allure. Really? Okay, just let me say. First of all, if you need to make a child to have something to talk about with your partner, I don't think that's the right person for you. And secondly, have children just so you can have something to talk about? Both with your partner and with your friends? Yeah, that sounds weird. You start thinking about throwing yourself under a bus. Okay, before I even go on, I don't have children and I never thought about throwing myself under a bus. Like, you need to see a psychiatrist. Reason number 5, beauty. Children are not only funny, they are beautiful. Okay, another reason. Babies add meaning and goodness. Not gonna argue with that. Babies shape our souls. I don't even have to read more to realize that this article was written based on opinions and personal feelings and stuff, because there is absolutely no proof that souls exist, so how do babies shape our souls? Okay, so we have heard reasons from both sides. Now let's get to some facts. Fact number 1. Having a child contributes to global warming. Yes, you heard that right. There has been some discussion of late regarding the morality of having children, considering the effect on the environment. Writing for CNBC, Travis Reeder, the Assistant Director for Education Initiatives, Director of the Master of Bioethics Program, And research scholar at the Berman Institute of Bioethics argues that having a child is a major contributor to climate change. And the logical takeaway is that everyone should consider having fewer children. Another fact: parents tend to be less healthy than non-parents. John Dick, founder of Civic Science, a polling platform that cataloged more than 1 million responses to its parental status poll, writes on Quartz that non-parents tend to lead healthier lifestyles than parents. According to the poll results Dick shared, non-parents are 75 more likely than parents to report an average of more than 8 hours of sleep each night, while parents are 29 more likely to report less than 6 hours of sleep per night. Unsurprisingly, parents are 28 more likely to say that they drink coffee every day without fail than non-parents. Non-parents are also 73% more likely than parents to say they never eat at fast food restaurants, and 38% more likely to exercise at a gym once a week or more, while parents are 17% more likely to say that they never exercise, 10% more likely to consider themselves overweight, and 54% more likely to smoke cigarettes every day, Dick reveals. These reasons come from the Huffington Post, and they state: throwing up because you're building a baby, not because you had one too many tequilas the night before. Well, okay, I usually don't go out at night, but when I do, I never throw up the next morning because I have too many drinks. Earning your tiger stripes. A new way to rock being badass. No need for a tattoo anymore. Okay, I have 5 tattoos and none of them were made because I was trying to be a badass. Okay, next, not having your period. Okay, so there are other ways you can get rid of your period without getting pregnant. I don't know what it's called in English, so I'm gonna say that little implant that you put in your arm not to get pregnant. Well, half of the women that wear it report that they don't have period, experiencing a baby coming out of your vagina. It's pretty messed up when you think about it, but also incredible at the same time. Bucket list, anyone? Nope, not really. Getting to eat your placenta afterwards, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not. Wow, taking that first poop after delivery. It will be the biggest in your life and it will definitely go down in the books. This one sounds exciting. Seeing that cute little baby belly button once the umbilical cord falls off. Doesn't sound cute to me, but what do I know? Free gifts. And who doesn't love free stuff? Well, I do, but I don't think that's a reason to have a baby. Little tiny baby fingers and toes. Taking your baby out in public and having everyone hold the door for you and ooh, ah over how cute your baby is. Well, I don't have babies, but people are all ooh and ah when I get my dog for a walk. All day snuggles and cuddles. Again, you don't need babies for this. Okay everyone, so these were the reasons why people want or don't want children. What did you think? Which ones did you think sounded more selfish? I would like to have children someday, but if I did, I would adopt. I don't know, I guess my desire to keep my lineage going isn't as great as my desire to help a child who doesn't have a family, but that's just me. I don't know. You guys tell me. Hey everyone, I hope you liked this video. Please be sure to subscribe and like it if you did. Leave me some comments and see you next time.